Our story begins here at the home of Mr. Eldon Powell. 2 days ago, something was seen here that hasn't been seen in these parts in quite some time. Something that should have long been dead. Mr. Powell, would you describe what you saw?
Well, I was out back watering the lawn. He must have come from the woods back there. I did the only thing I knew to do. I called the cops right away.
I'm ready. Me too.
What happened?
Hey, Chubb, what happened?
Been a murder, boys. Nothing to laugh at.
About 20 minutes ago, the police were called to this address. All we've been able to get from Lieutenant Bert Chubb is that the victim was engaged in some sort of sporting activity beyond the houses when he was injured. He made it this far before he collapsed. Police say he was dead when they got here. We've been able to make out something embedded in his skull. At this time, that's all the information we have. We'll keep you informed as we get more details. Earlier in the day, I talked with some other residents. I'd like to roll that tape now.
We moved to this neighborhood because we thought it was safe. Now I just don't know. How can I let my children live here? It was awful. It was just awful.
It was your house that this happened in front of, wasn't it?
Yeah, poor bugger scared me to death when he come through that fence over there. I just hope they wrap this up in a hurry.
Why is that?
They're trampling my grass.
What happened next, Mr. Powell?
Well, I was watching TV, and I'd like to tell you it was your station, but y'all show that damn Brian Gumball in the morning. He makes my skin crawl.
That's the latest on wheat prices. Hector?
Thanks, Edna. Yesterday, Eyewitness News.
We have since learned that the victim, Sammy the Anal Flamer Davis, was tragically killed while participating in a seemingly harmless game of lawn darts. As you may or may not know, lawn darts, known as jarts in some parts of the world, were illegalized in 1977 after a rash of accidental deaths attributed to the oversized killing needles. Sadly, Lieutenant Bert Superfluous Nipple Chubb of our local police department informed KTIT News of a rise in the number of lawn dart-related injuries in the past few years.
First of all, I want to clear up a lot of nasty rumors that have been floating around in the press about me lately. I want to go on record categorically denying that I do not have a superfluous nipple. Now, once we've got that settled, I want to get back to the lawn dart incident. There's been
Chubb, why don't you just take your shirt off right now and clear up the sensitive issue of the extra nipple?
I take my shirt off for no man. Now, back to the lawn dart incidents. It's true there has been an increase in lawn dart related injuries, but it should not concern the public at this point in time. I do recommend, however, that if you come across an illegal lawn dart game, stay clear and call the police immediately.
At this time, it is unknown if these accidents are gang-related. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Hector Guerrero. Good day.
By the time the 10 o'clock news rolled around, there'd been another development. We received a video from a man who claims he was actively involved in lawn darting. Mr. Powell, have you seen this?
No, I ain't.
Let's take a look. Later that night, I spoke with the man who risked his life to make this extraordinary video. For obvious reasons, we're unable to reveal his identity. Mr. Tobias.
I thought you weren't going to use my real name.
We'll make that your code name. Mr. Tobias, when did you make this video?
The same day that Sammy was murdered.
Murdered? You mean accidentally killed?
Murdered.
What made you want to risk your life to make this video?
Well, this whole lawn dart thing started out as just plain innocent fun. Gradually, though, friends of friends came, and then the boozing, prostitution, and of course, the gambling. That's when things really began to get out of control.
At this point, maybe you should go to your high-pitched girly voice.
Yes, I think that'd be a good idea. You know, you're right when you said I risked my life. Don't think it was just an accident that Sammy caught one in the cranium.
Before the interview, you mentioned the involvement of organized crime and You'd said that some members of our local police force may even be involved.
May? You better believe they're involved.
At this point, I'd like to roll some of the video that you brought us.
Okay, be my guest.
Okay, let's go ahead. Our informant tells us this is a member of our police force.
Yep, that's Chubb.
That don't look like Chubb.
I think you'll find this interesting. The next morning, the informant and I went back to the scene of the lawn dart game. So this is where it all happens.
Yep, every Friday, Saturday afternoon, third Sunday of the month.
Real quality people.
Used to be, till others got involved. This is where Chubb was in that video.
My God, this is bigger than we thought.
Yep, by the iceberg, buddy boy.
We're at the home of Lieutenant Bert Chubb. We'll be asking you some questions about these lawn darts.
Can I help you?
Don't you mean, may I help you?
Who are you?
Fine, who are you?
Fine.
This was the man who fingered our snatch, who was fingered by our snitch in the video.
Can I help you?
Don't you mean, may I help you?
Who are you?
Fine, who are you?
What do you want?
Can we team your old lady?
Don't you mean, may we team the old lady? That old boy sure did look like me. I can understand why you want to come by, but I was down at the jail all day doing my secretary. You can call her if you want.
No, I don't think that'd be necessary. Thanks again, Bert. See you soon. Turn the damn thing. What we're seeing is just a small part of a growing epidemic. A decade ago, after injuries and deaths, lawn darts were finally outlawed. But unfortunately, this chapter in our history is far from closed. Injuries are on the rise, and as we saw only 2 days ago, lawn darts are again taking lives. As with any illegal activity, it was only a matter of time before corruption and drugs became synonymous with lawn darts. Now, the sad fact is, our youths are rediscovering this deadly game. As parents, as educators, as concerned citizens, we must act, and act now, to stop the spread of this deadly virus. This vice that's penetrating the minds of our youths must be expunged. At risk is our very society, a society too often neglected. Society in which life may lose all value. This must not happen.
Okay.
It was the 3rd of July and the weather was fine. Ed brought the hot dogs, the croquet set was mine. But the red ball was missing and 3 mallets were bent. Ed suggested lawn darts, so to Kmart we went. We looked by the yard games, we looked by the grills, but we couldn't find lawn darts come high water or hills. We talked to the sales clerk, but she started to cry. She said they're off the shelves now, and then she told us both why. A kid was pegged in the head with a lawn dart. Her dad didn't see her, that's the worst part. She was pegged in the head with a lawn dart. Oh, they're now off the shelves at the Kmart. Well, we both felt so bad that we gave up the search. Ed went to bed and I went to church. And now we never grill hot dogs and we don't play yard games. Since we heard that sad story, things just aren't the same. Pegged in the head with a lawn dart. Her dad didn't see her, that's the worst part. She was pegged in the head with a lawn dart. So they're now shelves at the Kmart. Pegged in the head with the lawn dart. Her dad didn't see her, that's the worst part. She was pegged in the head with the lawn dart. So they're now off the shelves at the Kmart. Pegged in the head with the lawn dart. Her dad didn't see her, that's the worst part. She was pegged in the head with the lawn dart. So they're now off the shelves at the Kmart.